Mark, one of the things that I did here throughout the season, it was more of the exit interviews, and it was from Najee Harris. And I remember him saying the word, we need more leadership within leadership. And everybody was pointing to Mike Tomlin. And he's saying, no. They wanted more players to take owner of leadership. I did think the Pittsburgh Steelers grabbed two leaders. You've already mentioned one. Russell Wilson becomes a leader of the football team, not just of the offense. But then you also bring in Patrick Queen, who was a leader on that defense for the Baltimore Ravens. He now brings his leadership in a role at linebacker where I was waiting for the Steelers to call me last year because they had nobody at middle linebacker. But I thought even in this offseason, they've got two quality leadership role players that I thought that they didn't have in the last couple years, to say.
Actually, Kirk, you may have been too expensive for them last year.
You're right, Mark. Let them know.
They were going a little bit lower than that, trying to figure out with all these injuries here. But the good thing about Patrick Queen is he's still a really young guy.
Absolutely.
He's 24, and he doesn't need to be a leader on this team or on this defense. You got Cam Hayward, you got Minka Fitzpatrick, you got T.J. Watt, you got Alex Highsmith, so he can worry right now just about doing his job at a position that they really, really were lacking the past couple of seasons. I mean, they do have a Landon Roberts, who's a veteran, and he's a very good player still to this day, and I think he's in his 30s. But the leadership on the flip side, and I think you hit that nail on the head right there, is on that offense was a bunch of young guys. It just seemed like they were just looking for somebody to lead. I mean, Deontay Johnson tried to, but he did it in a weird way that really didn't resonate. But now with the Russell Wilson, that too is something you just cannot just forget about. A reason why they brought Russell Wilson in. I think more than anything, he is a leader, and he's going to be showing up a lot. Patrick Queen, like I said, a 24-year-old inside linebacker where they've been searching for a guy since the Ryan Shazier tragic injury of 7-8 years ago. They've went down every path possible to try to find one, and they haven't been able to find one. This guy seems like the player that they've been looking for, a young guy that could just help this defense out tremendously. I mean, so yeah, leadership on that offense, and that's what they needed. And Najee's right. I mean, who do you turn to? There's only so much the head coach can do. At times, somebody has to step up on that offensive side of the ball and say, this is how things are. And I think they got that with Russell.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.